recording is started. So, it is a day during the week. Nomi's team has headed out. The baby was fussy last night. So, what does a Dullahan do? Stables.
Oh boy. Oh, Raven, we're in for it now.
And what is he doing in the stables before encountering one parable?
He's probably lying on the hay bales exactly like Bloodhound used to. Like, I understand why Uncle did this all the time. I get it.
And I imagine he's laying there and he kind of hears the creak of the door open.
Mm-hmm.
And what is the vantage point of hay bale laying?
Not much. You pretty much see a horse's butt.
It's not great. Not a great vantage point at all. Very dangerous vantage point. Then yeah, he probably just hears footsteps, and I imagine the giveaway is probably just some idle humming that Michael's doing as he's looking around.
Mm-hmm.
uh, Hello, Raven.
I can't do horse noises right now.
You did well. You did well.
He bites your hair.
Now, where is your owner? I wonder.
Parable, what you doing here?
Hello. Oh. I didn't expect to see you there.
Yeah. I mean, I get why Uncle always stayed here. It's nice, quiet, and it's the closest thing we can get to the farm.
Yes, it is quite quiet out here. It was always something after after outings and such. This would be the first place to go. Just a cool down of sorts.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna go ahead and quick throw down a sensitivity to see how obvious this little. Nope, I can't tell how tired this little kiddo is.
um, he will, just kind of, prop himself up and go, well, you looking for me, or looking for Raven? I know she's a popular lady.
No, I wasn't. I wasn't looking for you. Uh, he looks around a bit, and blinks. I think I may have actually come to the.
Were you looking for my uncle?
uh, Sometimes. May I take a seat?
Sure.
And he sits
I'll
down.
give you this brief description, Bree, by the way,
Uh-huh.
since I think Michael would missed it since he the failed sensitivity.
Mm-hmm.
But like there's a moment which like under his hat he narrows his eyes, and then he like narrows his eyes when he's calculating,
Mm-hmm.
observing.
Oh,
He
that's fun.
definitely did just now.
Yeah, I would say with Parable, he's all rugged up in his coat, the coat that he wears when he's not like on duty, um, and his hair's kind of mussed up in the like I just tromped through a forest way, but there's no forest
Uh-huh.
on the train, so it's always like where did he get those leaves from? Uh, and like dark circles under the eyes. Look at the. It's just looking bit less put together than he usually is in the medical cart.
More tree than man.
Some a bit lost looking. And he takes a seat and he sort of pats the hay as he sits down, just like testing if it's the kind of hay that is solid or the kind of hay that when you sit down you will sink.
Uh, he's sitting on the solid hay.
So and down Parable goes, sunk into. So it's like he pats and he's like, "Oh, that's good solid hay." And he sits down and then it's like, his legs are like half sticking out. And he's not completely sunken in, but it's like a really soft beanbag
Yeah,
where you
pretty
kind of
much.
put your hands out to the side to keep yourself from being swallowed.
You see, beanbag people will fight over the beanbags. No one's gonna fight over the hay bales.
Exactly. And after he's like, oh, and like sinks in, he's just from halfway in the hay. So how's your day been?
Yeah, it's been alright.
That's lovely.
How's your day been?
Fine enough. Busy day today. We just got back. The building was quite unstable, surprisingly enough.
Yeah. Was it all right? Did you head out?
Yes, it wasn't as long as expected. Things got a bit more unpredictable, but we've gotten the supplies we needed for the medical bay. I think don't think anyone was much a fan of it though, especially not myself.
Yeah, how bad it get?
Oh, there was an upper floor. It seemed stable, but it was like a grocery store when we went off into before heading into the red zone. And the upper floor, it had some stairs going up, but they either were eroded or perhaps trapped. Couldn't quite tell, but a few steps up, and once we were upstairs, the whole floor crumbled out, and we fell into the water below.
Well, were there things in the water?
Yes, of course. Oh, it seems to be. More often than not, surprisingly. If there's a deep water, there always seems to be something that wants to settle at the bottom of the muck. Casualties, uh, alligators, all
Uh,
sorts of
can I take
things.
the? I'd take the alligators. I know how to deal with a gator. Hypothetically.
We didn't have a lot of alligators where I was from.
I
uh,
mean, same, but I know that you just gotta book it.
they're much
Those things move real fast.
They are surprisingly fast despite their little legs. I suppose that's because they're water based animals, they're more specialised for that. Did you know the difference between alligators and crocodiles?
Yep,
Oh?
yep. Crocs have a pointier snout, and gators have rounder ones.
Exactly, that's completely correct.
I know animals.
I suppose you do.
And then Gariel is even skinnier than both. But those they ain't actually around that much, so.
Could you repeat that, please?
And then a Gariel is skinnier than them both.
He, he nods. Smaller as well.
Man, Gariel really got the short end of the stick.
Oh, it depends. If it's smaller, though, it can't catch as large of game. It doesn't consume as much calories. So it makes it so it has an easier time surviving in the wild in that sense if it can manage to stave off predation.
Shrug, shrug, shrug. I guess, but well, at the very least, if you run into a Gariel, you ain't gotta be as scared.
Yes, very much so. Oh, that's quite a yawn. Are you
Baby
tired?
didn't, baby didn't sleep that much last night.
Baby?
Baby,
He. His eyebrows kind of crease a bit. The. Oh! Okay, yes, yes. Sorry, I. Took me a
are
moment.
you okay?
Oh, yes, perfectly fine. Just someplace else.
You sure?
Never been better. Well, have been, but not by a large margin. You were saying that she didn't sleep well, was it?
Yeah, yeah. So I didn't sleep well either.
I can't imagine caring for a newborn like that. It must be terrible work.
He doesn't for Bree. He does that little squint again, and he says, "Yeah, yeah." So, what do you want to talk to my uncle about?
Uh, much ado about nothing, really. See how his day's been. The usual.
What's the usual?
Uh, swapping stories, seeing how his health's going, sharing any little knickknacks found out and about if they're interesting enough facts, objects, or other. Then usually a nap. He says as he like wipes his face, also tired.
I mean, you're free to nap there.
I suppose.
Well, we both know that Uncle's usual response would have either been nothing or just poorly in regards to his health, at least towards the end of it. Usually just nothing. You know, some things.
I didn't. I'm sorry. The accent overwhelmed for a second there. My ears were like, "Wait,
Oh.
come back, spaghetti western, come back."
Ah! Um, he says, yeah, he said, yeah, and we both know that Uncle probably would have just said nothing or poorly in response to his health, at least towards the end of it, and then mumble, mumble, grumble, grumble, son of a bitch.
He was rather stubborn. Uh, there was plenty more than there's plenty more than just that bad it was. He's very tight-lipped about it, but I could get him out of him if he just give me the time.
Really? Because sometimes it seems like his mouth was sewn shut, like one of those Frankenstein types.
Oh, that's just how he is. He doesn't open up easily. You have to be able to read it off him. There's so much going on beneath the surface, and he sort of taps his temple. Very cerebral, you know? Well, he does this thing where if you watch him carefully, whenever there's something that he doesn't quite care for, or perhaps on the other side of the spectrum, when something kind of tickles him, he gets this little crinkle to his eye.
Yeah, he did that. Yeah, he did that.
Once you spoke the language, it was a lot easier to understand, even if not many words were spoken. He didn't really talk proper much until you had him alone in a room. Then he talks.
So, you were looking for alone room time with him?
He honestly just laughs at that. I don't think you get a response.
He's like, blinks, blinks. He looks at the bandana. He puts his hat back over his face. In true Cure fashion.
We were having a debate recently. It was sort of one that would go on pause and then pick up later.
Oh, what was that?
Which dog breed is the best?
Oh, come on. It ain't about what's the best. You can't just say the best. It's about the best for what? If it's a show dog, or if it's a working dog, or if it's a livestock guardian, or it's a racing dog. Which is probably exactly the same thing.
That's why I imagine he's laughing. Like, he couldn't have said it better himself. I said that is far too general. We all know that every dog has a purpose and a specialty, but that doesn't mean that he and anyone else doesn't have a favourite.
Well,
I, for a fact, know he prefers working dogs over show dogs.
well, absolutely.
Right? It's obvious. So why defend that when it's very obvious that is not your favourite?
Well, the best doesn't mean the favorite.
It's sort of code for favourite, though. Because there's no way of actually breaking it down to what the best is, because that's impossible. There is no best dog. There's just a favourite dog.
The best dog is the one that's next to you.
And that I think that ends up being the answer. It's not a breed, it's just Ulster.
Exactly. And then from the hay bale next to you pops out Ulster's head.
Oh, Ulster, you stealthy little creature. Hello, hello.
Promptly commences licking.
No, don't do that. Down. Pat. Yeah, it's alright. It's alright. Here, actually, I think I might have something. And he'll take out a little dog treat from his pocket and hand.
Just so you know, Ulster now also has a spiked dog collar.
God. He gives Ulster a treat, and this is like, when did you
And
get
also, I
this?
think in this singular case, since they're in the stable car, he has a tiny cowboy hat.
Oh my god! Like one of the ones with the little elastic.
Yes.
He's the pinnacle of fashion. Parable
Or
just
Charles is going to aim for a leather vest for him too.
Parable just picks Ulster up after giving the treat and just like pick up dog, hold dog.
Oh,
The kind of hold that you know that this person definitely owns bigger dogs or at some point in their life.
yeah. I swear he likes you more than he likes me sometimes. You know, he ain't half that excited.
I've got. Oh, when did you get so big? Also, you've just yesterday you were like this big. Give it a few years, she'll warm up, or he'll warm up to you.
A second, I'm gonna roll something. Because on the tip of his tongue is, it's been 2 years. But he might, I think, that's very, very heavy-handed.
Roll something. Go ahead.
Yeah. He clicks his mouth shut, and then he says, yeah, I guess. But for now, he's like, okay.
Something's up.
He was looking for Uncle. He said yesterday. Oh, no, he said recently in regards to a conversation.
Mm-hmm.
I can put these pieces together. It's not about where he is, it's about when he is.
Welcome to the parable shuffle.
Yeah. He'll say, by the way, do you know what date it is?
Date?
Yeah.
He thinks. Not offhand. Let me go. I can check my journal quick.
No, it's okay. Is it just is Wednesday or is it Thursday?
Just
It's actually Monday.
yeah. I actually thought it was Tuesday. I just hear you cackle in the background. Go back. I didn't think that would get you so much.
Oh dear. Okay. Um, and then he says, wait, so what's your favorite dog?
I'm partial. I love myself an Alaskan Malamute.
Those those guys need a lot of running time.
Oh, absolutely, so much.
Could you keep up?
Well, Elizabeth always went out on expeditions with me, so she had more outdoor time than indoor time, given I had the same. So the matter of getting out and about wasn't an issue. And even then, when we were back, we we had the oh bollocks, what's the word for it? He thinks.
The run of the place?
Yeah, well, yes, but there's a specific word that just is. Homestead. Homestead.
Oh.
There was a lot of land for her to run about on.
That sounds nice.
It's
Yeah.
absolutely lovely.
It's a good thing else they're so well behaved, but Lord knows he runs around every single time we need to stop somewhere.
Well, it's not a lot of room to run around here. It's a bit constrained. Of course, he can get his exercise in by running loops, and I know he does, but he's larger swaths of land, I'm sure, would do him good. He'll get that next time he goes out there.
Yeah, yeah. You now have like the full doggo body flop.
He is holding it and idly petting Doggo.
Mm-hmm. Also sticks his nose like right against the bandana.
Oh, you're awful.
I know. You love it though.
I do. I continue to fail my sensitivities to sense that there's anything wrong with this. He has
Yeah,
not
yeah.
connected that he's in the wrong place at this moment. He has not connected that this little lad is confused.
He's not confused. He's not confused. He's thinking, oh man, the death really got to me. Doesn't know about your stroke.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but he'll say, so what else were you arguing about? Or debating, as it were.
Oh, so sorts of things. Whatever came up in the moment, I suppose. We currently have a sort of, what would I call it? Not exactly a game. It's more of he keeps an eye out for me so I can play a game with Jenny.
It's the game journey. Also, that currently is sticking in his brain like a little thumb.
Well, you see, Jenny and Kira are alike in the sense that they're not very open about themselves. If you want to learn something, you have to be a bit crafty to figure it out, or very patient. And so with Jenny, uh, I like to gather things and leave them out, and she'll take things that she likes, but she'll leave the things she doesn't. But I have trouble finding things all the time, and Kia's got a very good eye. And so I'll ask him, hey, can you look for a comic book or a little bobblehead or something you just think is sort of neat?
How many times did he give you a hat?
More than once. I think 13 currently.
13? Where'd you put all of them?
Oh, I gave them to Jenny.
Where'd she put all of them?
Only a few of them stuck. I don't know where the others ended up. I'd assume in Hamlin's collection somewhere. But
Hamill doesn't have them, I think.
oh, it has all those boxes full of clothing for the mice to dress up in and play pretend.
Yeah, yeah.
I thought at least one of the hats kept. I swore I kept one of them though that he gave to me. It was, it was a gallon hat.
Oh, yeah, one of those gigantic ones.
I don't know where I put it though.
Well, it'll probably surface somewhere.
There's not many places it could have gotten lost. It's probably in the pile in the taker cart somewhere. Either way.
You doing all right?
Perfectly fine. I'm happy to have a day off, that's for sure. What have they been having you do around the cart? I don't know. Medical cart. This is pretty self-explanatory where I am.
Oh,
I mean, you don't really
just
have to.
running around.
Yeah, you don't really need to.
Wherever they need extra hands, I've kind of floated around, see who's willing to teach me stuff.
Ah, well, if you ever need any assistance with medical, feel free to stop on by.
Oh, yeah, I
He,
did.
he blinks.
Yeah, you showed me how to do a bandage and a tourniquet.
Did
Actually, no, he said he'll take tourniquet.
turn a key. He blinks. Oh yes, I did, didn't I? Oh, that was quite recently, actually.
Yeah,
What? Oh, quite. One moment, please. And he reaches into his pocket and pulls out a small, like, mid-sized journal.
yeah.
Opens it.
Ulster blocks view.
He kind of lifts it just over, like balances it on Ulster's head while he looks. Monday. And he flip, flip, flip. Oh, Nami's just went out, didn't she?
Yeah, she did. I hope they're okay.
But I'm sure it'll be just fine. If anything, the one I'd be worried for is rigged. I think this is his first time ever leaving.
Yeah, I don't know what to make of him either.
He's a fine enough person. A little slimy if you go by appearances and acts, but genuinely as a person, he's perfectly fine.
I guess we'll see about that.
Yes, quite. And he closes the book, puts it away, and gives a scritch to the head of Ulster.
Oh, he reads your body language and then proceeds to slide off of you.
Oh, goodbye, Ulster.
He still has his head in your lap, but he's not full body
Mm-hmm.
keeping you there.
Parable's expression seems pretty much the same. I'd say you can sensitivity if you want to see a difference. Um,
Gimme.
all right. Uh, you pick up between him looking at the pages and kind of flipping through. There's a like a moment of just surprise. Very like it passes and he takes a second to just like collect and take in the words. And then he kind of like water off a duck's back, lets that surprise slide off of him and move forward. But you literally see the moment where he proverbially misses a step.
Mm-hmm.
And there I think the emotion you can kind of catch with that, aside from like, oh, is just like, oh, this is a dreadfully terrible place for that. That's inconvenient. All right. Nothing directed towards you, but 100% just like, ooh,
I fucked up.
in front of Dullahan. How awkward.
He smiled as milk as he goes, uh, as he goes, yeah, well, I mean, you're going out soon too. You think you'll be alright with burnout?
Well, it'll be Burnout's first time proper. He has a lot of learning to do and will be doing a lot of teaching on situ.
Oh boy.
But he should come back alive, so should be fine
I mean,
enough.
I hope so. Gotta have a coma only to just die on his first outing, that would be fucking rough.
That would be unfortunate. It would make me quite the terrible teacher.
Yeah, and it would make you kind of a bad doctor and patient.
I mean, no, there's not much a good doctor can do against a bite, save for severing the limb. Did I ever mention that to you when we talked about tourniquets?
No.
Oh, yes. If someone's bit, you can tourniquet it and sever the limb if you are worried about infection.
I mean, even then, that don't work that much, don't it?
There's a chance. Depends on how quickly you get to it.
I mean, I guess if you got one of those razor blades in your arm that do that.
No, we had a situation, I suppose it was years ago, uh, in which we had to amputate an arm and a leg on mission. But it saved them, they didn't
Did,
turn.
did it?
So it seemed. The alternative is that they weren't infected at all, which is
Well,
possible.
that's horrible.
And given the amount of bites they had, I would be surprised. But it seemed to work. Last ditch effort, if anything, though. Always bring a blood test unit with you instead, I would say. Or some prefer leeches.
Oh, well, no, we ain't doing the leeches. That ain't right. That ain't right.
I don't carry them either.
I heard that some people had a fairly traumatic experience with leeches.
Yes, Naomi's. Perhaps some others, but I believe she's the one primarily. You shouldn't have a problem with leeches, though, I don't imagine. And that's
No,
another thing that hides in deep waters that we've
Yeah,
had problems with.
we ain't doing that nonsense. Settles back down. Raven briefly like swings her head over and just stares at you, as horses do.
Looks back at the horse. Have you prepared how you're going to market yourself to
Yep,
others? Oh?
I am the Prince Darkness. I'm looking for work. I can do pretty much. I'm handy at multiple things, and most importantly, if something does happen, I can. I'll get in. I'll get what they need, and I'll get out. Um, swing. I might actually switch to the Dark Rider, considering Raven has an expression that she dislikes both of these.
I think Dark Rider might work better with your company.
Yeah, we're gonna be the Black Cavalcade. At first, we were gonna go for Black Parade, like that one old song, but someone pointed out trademark, so Black Cavalcade.
Oh, I believe you mentioned that name before. It's quite clever. Oh, imagine it'll brand well too if you're both dressing up with the black and everything.
Yeah,
Though isn't Sig is not a black horse,
yeah, he is.
is
Look,
he?
yeah, look.
Looks over at Sig. I always thought you were dark brown. Huh. That serves me right for assuming. They say it's going to be more tricksy now going out. I'm a bit out of the game myself, so I can't say, but it's not like it used to be. Back when you were assigned your jobs, you didn't have to fight for them.
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know what our first job's gonna be, but it'll be something, I'm sure. But Aunt Lynn's gonna take care of me. Well, watch my back. I don't think she's gonna take care of me, but at the very least, I know she's gonna mulch through any casualties that get too close.
Oh, absolutely. You don't need to worry with her around, just stick close and it'll all be handled, I think. And you're proficient with a gun, right?
Yeah, yeah, Uncle taught me.
So just hold her six and you should have it handled.
Definitely. I got a rifle and everything.
A rifle?
Yeah, I mean, once they get too close, then they'll be taken care of, and that way I can try and pick things off before they get too close.
And if they get too close, then they're within Lance's range.
Yep.
Seems perfectly fitting to me. We have something of a similar plan worked out in our team. Not quite the same, but Burnout's proficient with a bow, I'd say.
Are you
He,
sure that he can actually pull the string, or is that string gonna pull him?
he's been practicing actually quite frequently, and if it's recurve, it should handle itself. But I've seen him fire it, and he seems to be quite the natural.
Yeah. Apparently he's teaching people too.
What'd you say?
Apparently he's good enough to be teaching people, so that's
Oh,
something.
it's not really my place to say, but he's got a bit of a history with it.
Don't we all? Don't we all?
Ask him about it sometime, perhaps. Maybe he'll talk.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't know what to make of him.
He's a nice boy, very enthusiastic. It's going to take him a while to get used to, well, and he kind of kicks a foot up, some of the uh, hay flying up with it, all of this. But it sort of comes with the package, so he'll have to get used to it with time.
I hope so. Yeah, there's sink or swim out there.
He nods. We'll see which one he does, but Caleb and I are meant to be buoys either way for him.
Well, I hope the buoys don't pop.
They won't, silly. At least they shouldn't. But that's neither here nor there.
Hmm.
You seem dreadfully tired. I hope I'm not bothering you too much.
It's okay. You can take a nap there if you want.
I'm highly imagining it.
I mean, you got Ulster there willing to be a blanket, it looks like.
I hope it won't cramp your style too much.
No, my style is uncrampable.
Very well, I'm convinced. And he pats his chest so that Ulster hops up again.
Ulster immediately commences. become golden retriever blanket.
Are you sure you'll be fine without a dog blanket of your own?
He in the true cowboy fashion, he's taken off his jacket to use as a blanket, which is also what Kier did.
It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine.
It's fine. It's a different jacket. Nomi's has that jacket.
Exactly. The honestly, the style difference makes a lot of help.
Yeah.
Kier wouldn't be caught dead wearing that.
Kier wouldn't have given Ulster a fucking spiked leather collar.
He might have appreciated the leather quality, but the spikes, oh honey.
Not the spikes. Yeah.
Well, yeah. Can probably call it there unless you got anything more.
Yeah. I think later, not now, I feel the EP's coming upon me. Um, I think at a later interaction, probably after more in-game fights as first pass through, if
You're
he
being
catch
muffled to God and back. I can't hear what you're saying, dude.
sorry, if he catches Michael drifting time-wise again, he might talk as if Kier really is alive, just to see
What
how that
happens?
goes.
Interesting.
Because it's like, you didn't try to slip away from anything this time.
Yep. Catch a Michael in the right place. Could be very chatty.
Yeah.
There's no pain. He's still alive.
Yeah. It's concerning. And then eventually he'll be like, you know, Uncle's. Yeah, no, he's ratting.
It's all right. Alzheimer's patient. He's still here.
He's a dementia patient. He's treating you like his elderly grandparents.
Oh my god. Well done. Shakes your hand.
That's the context he's got.
It's not
You
a bad
don't break
context.
you don't break them out the delusion.
Thank you for these RPs.
Yeah.